my phone number. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate that. If you haven't already, trying to figure out, oh, this is, I got my phone stand in my shot. That's okay. If you haven't already, please feel free to follow me on YouTube at Bearcat Body, at sign BARECATBODY. I'd love to have you all there with me on YouTube, especially since we do not know the fate of TikTok. And every week it seems like, oh, it's going to stick around forever. Oh, no, it's going to be gone in 5 days. So I'm just preparing for the worst and the best. I'm just doing my eye drops, my moisturizing, hydrating eye drop. I did my 40-60 eye drop a little earlier. I'm still working on getting rid of that last little bit of cataract that's in my left eye, which was a severe cataract. And over the course of the whole of 2024, starting on my birthday, February 25th, 2024, to now, my birthday was just a week ago, I have solved floaters in my eyes, cataract, moderate cataract in my right eye, severe cataract in my left eye. It's almost gone. I was actually able to read. I closed my right eye and was looking with my left eye, and I was able to read my labels on my products and read the computer screen, and it was pretty thrilling this morning. I was very, very happy to be able to see out of this eye, and my distance vision in it is getting better. So the haze in the eye is almost gone. Like it's unbelievable, my eyesight. It's been fabulous. And excuse me. I can't imagine anybody just not wanting to have better eyesight. Trying to see, well, it's not going to work unless I can put it up really high. I just wanted to figure out how to get some products in the shot on my YouTube channel. You know, you may as well go ahead and let everybody know what you got. Let them see what's available. So I know I have some customers of mine that are on the live. And I'm happy to have you all here. If there's anybody here that wants to talk about their experience with the products, I'm happy to have that conversation. Please feel free to come up. And in the meantime, I am going to talk. Ooh, Sheldon's here. I'll invite Sheldon up. I'm just putting a little moisturizer on. Your skin's feeling a little dry. Sheldon, you're invited up. Come on up and say hello. Sheldon is coming to us from Freeport in the Bahamas. Very excited to have him here. And, hey, Sheldon.
How you doing?
I'm excellent. How are you?
I'm okay. Each day it just seems to get better and better, slowly but surely. I'm waiting until I reach the 2 or 3 month mark to see how far it's going to progress. It's only been like 3 weeks, almost a month. So.
Almost a month.
Yes. and I've noticed a difference. So the haze is not so prevalent. It's
Excellent.
dissipating slowly. So
The haze in my left eye is, it's gotten way better. And I've noticed a difference. Huh?
how my eye was compared to before I received your products almost a month ago is a big difference, man, because it was like I almost couldn't see anything out of the eye from how thick the haze. It was looking through the hazy like window. But now it's so much better. Even and gazing around without the glasses, you tend to see the progression of how it's improving slowly.
Well, that's what you want.
I went to work today and I spent the whole day basically without my glasses on, looking around because I can't function without my glasses. I just can't really drive without my glasses. I can manage to do it in the day if I have to, but it's not something that I like to do. You could manage to do it somewhat, but you just gotta be a little more careful, a little slower, no fanciness. That's how it is with me without my glasses. But all day I work today without my glasses, looking around, looking further off into the distance, and I can see a difference. It's not overnight. That's all I can say. Some people expect the minute they use it one day, it's supposed to work. That like the person that was kind of rude to you a few weeks ago. Oh, you used it, nothing happened. Like, how you expect for it to you use it once or however long as you expect instant result? Nobody's gonna have the same results in the same amount of time. All of us are built differently. Our bodies are progressing at different levels and stuff like that. And we're at different ages and stuff like that. Well, when I came across you and your product, I just was willing to trip because I noticed, and when I went to the eye doctor, they said I had 2 cataracts developing in the eye. The one in the right eye, it seems like everybody's right eye is like has the lighter, doesn't have the harsh cataract, but the left eye, every time you say it, it's always the left eye. Everyone on here seems to have left eye cataract.
It's true.
That's terrible. That's so strange.
No, it is true. And it's something that I want to spend some time on at some point in the future, is understanding why our left eyes seem to have more severe issues than our right.
Yeah. But before all of this developed, my left eye was the better one because I have astigmatism and I'm nearsighted. I've been wearing glasses all my life now. Like I said, your drugs is clearing not drugs, yeah, eye drops. Let me rephrase that.
Yes. Thank you. I appreciate you clearing that up because they're not drugs.
Your eye drops.
Yes.
Clearing the cataract out of my left eye and the slight cataract that's in my right eye. The one in the right eye, I wouldn't even, if the doctor didn't tell me I have it, I wouldn't even know that it's there. It's the right eye. That's the one with the cataract, not really on the pupil, but more on the ball to the side. And she said it wasn't that bad, but I was noticing a difference. I was looking. You can't, no matter how you try and explain that to somebody, if they're not living inside your body, looking out of those eyes, you could only try your best to explain to somebody what you're seeing and how you're seeing it.
Yes, and it's interesting to me how when you go see eye professionals, that they will argue with you sometimes about what you see out of your eyes.
That's like me having pain. No doctor, I mean, maybe they have some machines where they could see the inflammation, like an x-ray and stuff like that. But if I don't tell you exactly what's hurting on me, you won't know.
100%. How could you possibly know? And I have to tell you where to look for you to look to use the machine. So yeah, there's just a lot of challenges, I think, especially with our eyes. Especially with our eyes, because we've had to rely on our eye professionals to tell us everything, and their assessment is always based on what they know to be true, and what they know to be true isn't always the only
I mean,
truth.
sometimes it's off a little bit. I won't say they don't know what they're doing. It's just it's not always 100% accurate.
Well, and that's all I'm saying is that
Yeah,
because we are so individual,
yeah.
they have to assume that, you know, some everybody's not going to have the same type of reaction.
Uh-huh.
So, you can't just put one thing in place and feel like
Uh-huh.
it's going to work every time.
Yeah. And that's like when I went to the eye doctor about approximately but 2 months ago now. The doctor was able to tell me. I didn't even tell her. I didn't tell her that I was in an arm robbery almost 10 years ago, and I was hit in the face with a gun. She was able to tell me that. Say I could see where you had trauma done the eyes. They've healed, but you could see remnants of it.
Right.
So I respected her for that because she was able to tell. She asked me. She's like, "Did something happen to you?" Because I can see it.
Yeah.
With the machine, with looking at it through the machine, she could see it. Even though it's healed, she could see it. So that's why I was glad I came across your product and I decided to use it. So I say I'm going to use it for a while and then I'm going to go back because she's going to have to look again. And I want her to be able to tell me, oh, well, what you were doing. I noticed there's a change in there, because she used the machine and she looked inside and she was able to tell. I didn't even tell her again. Hit my face with a gun before,
Oh
directly
yeah.
in my eye and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they can tell. I've had some trauma to my eyes, not as severe as what you had, but I was riding a horse when I was young, and the horse reared up, and his head hit me in the face,
Yeah.
um, and that was pretty serious. Like it, busted the skin open, and it was pretty intense. But the fact that they can tell that stuff means to me that
Like they have some idea what they're doing. So I respected her for that because I didn't tell her that I was in an armed robbery and I got hit in my face with a shotgun. And they hit me in my eye basically with the back end of the shotgun.
right.
And that was like almost 10 years ago. But she was able to see from using the machine and looking at it.
Yeah, the signs of trauma, are pretty prevalent. You can see them over time.
I'm hoping that with the use of the castor oil and the DMSO, that fades some more. So when I go to her again, I'm gonna wait like maybe another 2 or 3 months, and then I'm gonna go again after using the product because
Well,
I want her to be able to tell me, well, your pressure's down. You don't need those glaucoma medications, and I'm like, that's what I'm hoping for. My pressure wasn't that high, but if using it clears up whatever the inflammation is, and I don't need it at all, because I've been dealing with glaucoma from I was 21 and I'm 49 now.
wow.
But
So,
as a younger, like I said, when I was 21, it wasn't as bad as it is now, so to speak. The only thing is, the doctor that I had here at the time, because in the Bahamas things run a little bit slower, especially on this island where I am. There were very few eye doctors here. Most people have to travel to Nassau, the capital of the country, to see an eye doctor, and that's like 92 miles away by plane, a 30-minute air or 35-minute flight. The doctor that saw me when I was 21 told me that I had glaucoma that was here. They didn't renew his contract to stay here, and he warned me, if I want to keep my vision, don't trust my vision to nobody that was on this island at the time. See somebody on another island, and he recommended that. And I followed that path, and I didn't have no real issues with my sight upward until the cataract started developing, I guess, within the last 2 to 3 years.
yeah, yeah. I got a couple of questions. Hang on a second. Carolina Rose says, if you've already had cataract surgery, will this still help? And the answer is yes. Yes, it will help significantly. So even if you've had cataract surgery, you can still have issues like floaters, you can still have glaucoma, you can still have retinal detachments and macular degeneration and uveitis and various other conditions. So if you have blurry vision, if you're wearing readers, all of those things, castor oil and DMSO will be beneficial for. I just want to check and see if we have any other questions. I think I saw a couple of more. All right, Simba, Jan, it's Friday. It is Friday. Woo woo. Queen 10458, thank you for the gifts. I appreciate you. Hey, Skeeter Williams is in the house. I would have sworn I saw another question. Oh, user 2241311430815. Why aren't my floaters going away? Come up, let's have a chat about it. If you can come up and talk to me, I'd love to talk to you. Okay. Charlotte, I just saw your note saying hi. Hi. Okay, we're all good. So floaters are the collagen in the vitreous fluid. So when the vitreous fluid gets uh, drier, when it starts to dry, the collagen in the vitreous fluid clumps together, and that's what causes the floater. So that clumping is what the floater is. When using castor oil and DMSO, the castor oil is what breaks apart the floater. So it breaks up that material in the eye. If you're using the 3070, and I'd love to know how long you've been using it and are you using it twice a day, um, when you're using that, consistency is what really helps the floaters break apart. Depending on how the vitreous fluid in your eye is at the time. So if you need to replenish that fluid, if your eye needs more correction, it may take more time. It's not a guarantee that it's going to be 2 weeks or 4 days or 2 days. It may take a few months for floaters to actually have enough vitreous fluid where there is space for the castor oil to break the material apart and have that pushed out of the eye system. Because once it breaks apart, it's debris and you want it out of the eye system. And the castor oil and the DMSO will push the debris out of the eye system. And you'll notice that in secretions out of your eye. Like after you sleep in the morning, you'll, have clumps of eye boogers for all intents purposes. And that lets you know that that debris is breaking up and getting pushed out of the eye. So if you could tell me more about how long you've been using the products, what what actual blend you're using, and if you're using them twice a day, so morning and evening, if you're being consistent, I'd love to know more details because I'm here to help you get the vision that you really, really want. So, and I just did a um, last night, I think I did a review of, or maybe it was the night before last, of types of floaters. There are different types of floaters that you can have in your eye. And depending on other issues that you're having with your eyes or with your general health, it may take longer to actually break those floaters up. So, for instance, if you're diabetic or you have MS or any other autoimmune diseases, lupus, things like that, it may take more time. So, the only way for me to help you is let's talk about it so I can understand more and offer more options. So it wasn't until I've been using 4 and I, and I've been using the 3070 regularly for a year. And and really it was like 51 weeks. So the week before my birthday, I decided I was going to use the 4060 that whole week so I could see if it would make a difference in the floater in my left eye. Not the floater, I'm sorry, the cataract in my left eye. And I can honestly tell you that just 1 week of using the 4060 has changed the vision in my left eye. So I have less um, haze in that eye by about 50%. I would say it's about 50%. Milton Morgan, how can I get some of these things for my eyes? My eye drops are for sale on my website, and the website is bearcatbody.com. BARECATBODY.com. So as I was saying, the 4060, using that for a week, and I used it I used it 2 times a day, morning and evening, like for one day. Then I would use it once a day along with the 3070 the next day, and I just kept jumping that over and over the course of the week, and it really just made a difference. And it's one of the things that you have to do is try new things, try new levels of the blend to see what's going to benefit you. Milton Morgan, how can I get some of these things for my eyes? I gave my website. You asked, can I get it in Jamaica? Yes, I ship worldwide, so you can get it in Jamaica. No issues, no worries. So I don't know of nobody's ordered so far that I haven't been able to ship to. So it matters to keep the communication going, which is why I have my phone number available to you guys. I want you to call me and say, I have an issue. I need something different. That something's not working for me, or it's going wonderfully. Yay. I'm open for all the conversations, but especially if you're not getting the results that you want, I want to know so I can figure out how to make a product that is more suitable to whatever your situation is, you know? So I have customers with all types of different issues. Um, some that I know a little bit about, some that I know nothing about, and some that I know a lot about. And I use ChatGPT to inform myself so I can get more information, and then I can apply how does DMSO interact with this particular situation? How does it interact with this particular, eye issue or autoimmune issue or, whatever it is. So I just want you to know that's how I look at things. So if you're using my products and you're not getting results, I want to talk to you because I want to make sure that you're in the space of doing everything that you can possibly do and that the products are doing everything that they're meant to do. And there are people that are allergic to sulfur, so they cannot use DMSO. They need other types of ingredients. And I'm currently working on a blend that will benefit the eyes of people who cannot do uh, DMSO, but need something stronger than just the Meliopanini honey. So I'm looking at several ingredients, and one of the ones that's high on my list is colloidal silver. There are a couple of other ingredients that I'm looking at. So I'm, going to come up with another blend here in the next couple of weeks that I'm going to make available. So in the meantime, while we're here, I've got your attention. I got 9 people in the room. Yay. We're already at 1,400 likes. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Really, really appreciate that. Um, like the live up so that it can get pushed out onto the FYP for more people to get in here and talk about their eye health issues. If you know people that need, a natural way to recover their eyesight and their eye health, uh, and they don't have access to TikTok or don't want to download TikTok, if they have YouTube, then they can see me on YouTube. I'm streaming live on YouTube right now as well as on TikTok. And to get to my site on YouTube, it's Bearcat Body at Bearcat Body, BARECATBODY. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate you so much. So, Sheldon, are you still with me?
I'm still here.
Okay.
I only muted the mic so it didn't disrupt you.
No, that's fine. That's fine. So you mentioned that there was somebody, I guess, about a week ago that was upset that they weren't getting results fast enough.
Yes, there was Enya live. I don't remember exactly when, but it was a couple of weeks ago anyway. And they posted, "Oh, I tried it, nothing happened," with so much negativity, and I was like,
that was a troll.
Yeah.
That was a troll. I looked at their profile. That was a troll. But there have been people that have been, moderately upset because a couple of weeks in, they're not seeing the kind of results that they were dreaming of. And I liken that to the level of desperation for change. You're desperate for change, and you find something that you think is going to be beneficial, and you get it, and in the first couple of times you didn't see a difference. Nothing happened, or it happened so minimally you didn't really notice it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but that's like the pain butter. When I first used that, the relief from the pain was an instant. I had to use it multiple times in that same day, and then after like the third day, it started. I guess it needed time to soak through or whatever. I wasn't expecting it to work the second that I put that on my arm instantly because I took painkillers and the painkillers didn't do nothing.
Yeah,
I had to stop taking the painkillers since they wasn't working. The only other step, if I didn't come across you, I was going to the doctor and I was going to ask him to give me a Baralgin shot directly in the area, and that definitely would stop it.
Yeah.
But for how long?
Well, and that's true. But that's one of the things is we build up the idea that you're going to use something and you're going to have an instantaneous result. I was on TikTok today and I was looking at I don't know, there was this advertisement about lutein. So there's
I seen that. I actually want. The problem is the TikTok shop isn't available to me. I actually want to try that along because that's like a vitamin. I want to try that, but I was gonna ask someone that lives in the US would have access to that. They go,